make a choice between my faith and my brother. I'm not turning myself in until I understand what happened.
We were right to have chosen you.
It was like a dream.
I want you to empty your mind and open wide the doors to your unconscious, and let me enter there.
You know there's much more to our universe than can be perceived by the naked eye.
Be careful. I need you.
Don't ask me to make a choice between my faith and my brother. I'm not turning myself in until I understand what happened.
We were right to have chosen you.
It was like a dream.
I want you to empty your mind and open wide the doors to your unconscious, and let me enter there.
You know there's much more to our universe than can be perceived by the naked eye.
Be careful. I need you.
Don't ask me to make a choice between my faith and my brother. I'm not turning myself in until I understand what happened.
We were right to have chosen you.
It was like a dream.
I want you to empty your mind and open wide the doors to your unconscious, and let me enter there.
You know there's much more to our universe than can be perceived by the naked eye.
Evet. İşte geldim buradayım. Ben bu işte ustayım. Diyoruz. O kadar çok aksilik oldu ki yani şu hele son özellikle de yaşadığım bir haftada kafayı yedirtti bana yani. Sanırım şu anda problem yok. Ya hepsini geçtim. Dün akşam aslında eee, dün akşam bu oyunu bitirmekti kafamda niyetim. Yani finali dün akşam yapmaktı. İşte internet bağlantısı falan filan bir de üstüne bu hava şartları iyice bozdu bizim moralimizi. Hepsini geçtim. Dün akşam saat işte 11:30 gibi falan dün akşamki yayının son böyle bir 8-10 dakikasından bahsediyorum. Ben konuşuyorum. İşte hani yayındayım aslında. Oyunda da ufak bir ara sahne. Devam etmedim yani oyunu bıraktım. Bir taraftan anlatmaya başladım işte. Yarın devam edelim, yarın tamamlayalım. Aksilikler oluyor falan filan. Ondan bahsediyorum. Arada bir sürü şeyden bahsediyorum. İşte bu oyundan sonra hangi oyunu oynayacağım. İşte olmadı Twitter'da anket tarzı ufak bir şey yaparım falan filan gibisinden. Bir sürü şey anlattım. Yani kısacası dünkü yayının son 10 dakikası bildiğin hani konuşmuşum, anlatmışım. Sadece ben varım aslında. Sesim var aslında. Ve dün akşamki yayında hiç benim mikrofonum açık değilmiş. Çok enteresan. Bu da böyle bir kayda geçsin. Neyse artık yapacak bir şey yok. Bu kadar olacak artık. Yani neyse diyelim. Kaldığımız yerden devam edelim. Hadi bakalım. Fahrenheit. Bu sanıyorum benim şu anda üçüncü belki de dördüncü finalim olacak. Fahrenheit oyununda finalim olacak. İlk oynadığım sefer oldukça tabii birçok insanın belki de bu oyunu deneyimleyen birçok oyuncunun da belki de ortak düşüncesi biraz daha Lucas Kane üzerinden onun işte onu kurtaralım aman onu şey yapalım adam edelim. Hani biraz duygusal yaklaşıyor insan ilk oynadığında. Sonraki iki oynadığımda daha çok şey üzerinden gidiyordum. Bizim polis hanım arkadaş üstünden gidiyordum. Olayı çözmek üzerinden. İkisinde de farklı finallerle karşılaştım. Şimdi bu sefer de biraz daha zenci arkadaşla ilerledim. Bakalım belki daha farklı bir final bizi bulabilir. Çok daha farklı bir finalle karşılaşabiliriz ama yanıltırsa bizi, gerçekten şaşırtırsa büyük şaşırtacak. Bu kadar başarılı bir oyunun daha da bir gol daha atabilir yani bu akşam. Bakalım diyelim ve başlayalım. Ha diyorum aksilik bitir bırakmıyor bizim aksilik peşimize. Şimdi oyun arka planda yayına ses vermiyor. Ya halbuki test yapıyoruz, ediyoruz. Yayından önce deniyoruz. Hiç problem yok. Yayına bir giriyoruz. Sorun üstüne. Neyse artık. Peki. Evet, Lukas Baba. Hazırlan diyecekler. Güzel. Neyse aktivasyon vardı yani.
Agatha? Agatha, is that you? I thought you were...
Dead, in a way. But I promised to tell you what I know, and I always keep my word. Listen carefully, Lucas. We have very little time. You are not insane. Neither are you a murderer. You are simply at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Why did they pick me? Why did they want to kill that guy?
Pure chance. They just needed one man to kill another in order to open the mouth of the serpents. You're not the first to be chosen to perform the sacrifice, and certainly not the last.
Then who made me commit that murder? Who came and sat down at my table in the restaurant?
No one knows his real name. They call him the Oracle. He serves the most powerful of the powerful. They live in shadow, but they have controlled this world since the dawn of time. They're coming. Save yourself, Lucas. They want your life. Kuwet-Nit-Lan, in the ancient Mayan civilization. You'll find some of the answers you seek there.
Agatha? Agatha!
Ufak bir kayıt yaptım.
Lucas, wake up! What are you doing here? What happened?
The police found me. I managed to get away. I walked all night. I didn't have anywhere else to go, so I came here.
My God. This time you really have to go to the police, Lucas. There is no other solution.
I'm not turning myself in until I understand what happened. Someone tried to kill me through my visions. They can attack me anywhere. I think they want to prevent Agatha from talking to me.
This is all a bit much, Lucas. What if this whole thing is all in your head? Isn't it at least possible that you're losing your grip on reality?
I'm not crazy, Marcus. I used to think maybe I was, but now I'm sure that something's going on here. Something strange is happening to me, Marcus. Since the murder, I find I can do abnormal things. I see visions of certain events before they happen. Sometimes I can even hear what people are thinking. And my body has become much stronger and faster.
Nobody has powers like that. You're not turning into a Superman, Lucas. So what are you going to do? You can't stay here. The police will certainly come to question me, and probably place me under surveillance.
I have to find some place to hide. I'm a fugitive. My description will go out everywhere. At least now I know that there is an explanation. I need to find the people who are behind all of this.
Be careful, Lucas. They'll kill you if they get the chance.
Nothing could be worse than what I see in my visions.
Lucas is going insane. I'm protecting a murderer. But I can't betray my brother. Dear God, help me. Tell me what I should do.
Evet. İşte bahsettiğim gibi Carlo Valenti ile daha önceki oyunlarımda bu sefer gerçi bizim zenci arkadaş şu an yok. Bence bu biraz daha karamsar ilerleyelim.
I had nowhere to go. I was exhausted. I felt like I was gonna die, either from the cold or from hunger. I hoped that I could rest for a couple of hours at Tiffany's place, get my energy back, and figure out what to do next. I'd only been to her new apartment once before. I only had a vague memory of exactly where it was, but I was sure that this was the street. Another homeless person. I get the feeling they're everywhere, and they're watching me. I must be getting paranoid. Police. They're watching Tiffany's apartment, of course. They assumed that I'd show up here looking for a place to hide. I have to find another way in.
Don't move, Kane. Just stay calm and everything will be fine. Don't turn around. Slow.
Yolu uzatmamı istiyor o zaman.
Police. There must be some way to get around. That window leads to Tiffany's apartment. If only I could find a way to open it. I think it budged a little. It's open a few inches. I almost had it.
Çok değerli bir artı oldu bu. Bayağı gerilmişiz ya.
I wasn't too proud about breaking into Tiffany's apartment like a common criminal, but I had no choice. I hadn't eaten in almost a day. I was starting to feel weak and tired.
Kahveyi yerdi de. Abi ciddi olamazsın ya.
You have one new message today at 10:41.
Hello, Miss Harper. I'm Detective Carla Valenti from the New York City Police Department. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'll try calling you back a little later today.
Nothing to eat here. Nothing to eat here.
Bir daha alabiliyor muyum artı 5? Yemezler. O zaman devam. Baktık. Asıl buraya bakmamız lazım. Oo güzel. Götür abi. Bir de böyle etrafı kolaçan ederek yemesi var ya. İbrahim Tatlıses. Var orada bir tane daha var, ben sana bir söyleyeyim, onu da yiyebilirsin. Ah işte o telefonu açmasaydı iyiydi. Boşu boşuna puan kaybettik ya. Bu sefer aynı tongaya düşmeyeceğim.
And for an expert's point of view on the subject, we have with us today one of the most renowned specialists on Mayan civilization, Professor Dmitry Kuryakin of the Mesoamerican University here in New York. Thanks for being with us today, Professor. You've written a fascinating book on Mayan rituals, and I wanted to ask you if...
A specialist in Mayan civilization. He'd known what Keknaklan means. Gotta meet this Professor Kuryakin.
Burada bir şey sahnesi oluyordu galiba ya. Yakalanma sahnesi oluyordu galiba. Atlatma sahnesi. Bakalım.
You scared me. What are you doing here?
The police are looking for me. I needed a place to hide for a few hours.
Lucas, what happened to you? The papers are saying that you killed several people. Is it true?
Yeah.
The whole thing is very complicated. All I can tell you is that I am not a murderer.
I know you're not capable of doing what they said you did, Lucas. You have to explain. You have to tell them you're innocent.
I've got to find out exactly what's happened to me, Tiffany. That's the only way I can prove my innocence.
Lucas, it's the police. What are we gonna do?
Look, I'm sure they just want to ask you a few questions. Just stay calm, Tiffany, and answer their questions. I'll hide in the apartment. Everything will be fine. You'll see. Miss Harper? Miss Harper, are you home?
Yes, just a second. I'm coming. Lucas, I can't keep them waiting anymore. I've got to open the door.
Miss Harper?
Yes?
I'm Detective Tyler Miles, NYPD. I'm working on the Lucas Kane case. I think that you two were romantically involved, isn't that right?
We're involved, yes. But we separated. We broke up about a month ago.
Have you heard from Mr. Kane recently? Has he tried to contact you?
I went by his apartment day before yesterday to pick up the last of my things. We hardly spoke. I haven't heard from him since.
Do you mind if I look around your apartment?
Well, it's just that...
Hey, I'll only be a minute.
Go ahead.
Hadi bakalım. Tamam, neyse şimdi bir kombinasyon gelecek. Yani.
Doing a little redecorating?
Yes, the apartment wasn't in very good shape, so I've been painting it. It's taking a long time with my job. I don't have much time to...
And what do you do?
I'm a nurse. I work at St. John's Hospital.
Thank you for your cooperation, miss. If Kane does try to recontact you, please call me right away.
Abi
Here's
biz
my
bu
card.
çocuklarla biz bu oyunu zor bitiririz ya. Bizim şu an yüksekte olmamız lazım. Çok sıkıntı.
Be careful, miss. Kane's a very dangerous man.
Hello, my name's Barney.
Detective Carla Valenti.
You've come to see Janus, isn't that right? He's down the second corridor on the right. We finished. Oh, another power outage. It's the sixth time today. Not surprising, though, with this cold weather. Good thing the hospital's got its own backup generator. Remember, Janus's cell is down the second corridor on the right. One of my colleagues is waiting to open the cell for you. I'll be watching you. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Thank you, Barney. I wasn't sure exactly what I expected to find out by coming here. Kane was the killer. There was no doubt about that. And yet, I needed to know just what happened in the strange case of the Kirsten killings.
Hello, Detective. I'll wait for you here.
Perfect, thanks.
Kilit silahla birisi. Investigation. Time.
Hello, I'm Detective Carla Valenti of the New York Police Department. I'd like to ask you a few questions, if it's all right with you, of course. I see you like to draw. That's quite nice. What is it exactly?
Why have you gone to the trouble of coming to see me, Detective Valenti? I'm mad, you know. What I have to say is meaningless. Isn't that right?
Maybe you're not sick. Maybe it's that no one has taken the time to really listen to you.
A man and a woman in a laundromat. She's a little overweight, Hispanic looking. Him, he has a knife planted in his eye.
How do you know that?
I was there. I can see through his eyes.
Kane gibi.
Every one of the murders. I'm there.
Who is the murderer?
Nobody knows. Nobody sees him. He leaves no trace in people's memories. But I know. I know he exists. He's among us. Invisible. He's everywhere.
What happened in the laundromat?
A sacrifice. A human sacrifice. The killer and his victim.
Why are these killings happening? Why must these people die?
Oh, the world's not what you think it is. The Orange Clan are secretly running everything. They're watching us, listening to us all of the time. They record what you say. They know what you're doing each second of the day. They're everywhere.
How is this connected to the murders?
They want ultimate power. They want the answer to the question of life. They want to be eternal.
I have to go now, Anton. Thank you for your help.
It's already too late. We're all gonna die from the cold. It'll be the dawn of a new race. The end of humanity. Yes, the end of humanity.
Sort of spiral, drawn hundreds of times on the wall of the cell. Why is he obsessed by this symbol?
Do you want to know what my drawings mean? The response to all questions. The beginning of the end. The alpha and all will end there.
Everything go all right? I'll walk you to the... Damn it! This time it looks serious. It looks to me like our backup electrical generator hasn't kicked in. It'll come on. Sometimes it takes a minute. We'll wait here in the meantime.
What was that noise?
Oh shit. The cell doors. All of the cell doors have been opened. The electrical outage must have screwed up the auto-lock system.
What? You mean the patients are free to leave their cells and nothing...
Quiet. Don't move. Don't make any noise. We don't want them to locate us here. Just keep cool, and we'll wait for the lights to come on. Relax. Stay close to me.
The aide. They got him. I have to move from here, or they'll find me too. Don't breathe more calmly. I'm gonna faint. And then they get me for sure. Oh God, hurry. Find a way out of here. Oh no! I hear one coming. He's getting so close. Breathe, Scarlet. Don't move. Hold your breath. He's going away. I can keep moving. He's right there. He's going away. I can keep moving. Barney! Barney! Open up!
Thank God you made it out. I don't know what the hell could have happened. The auto-lock system opened all of the cell doors. Are you hurt? Are you sure you're all right?
Great, Barney. I feel great. I love playing hide and seek in the dark with a pack of psychopathic killers.
Abi büyük bir psikolojik problemin içinde yani. Düşünemiyorum o anda ben olsam ne yapabilirim düşünemiyorum.
This man I'd barely seen on TV was my last hope. I didn't know what connection there could be between the Mayans and what had happened to me, but at that point, I was ready to accept any explanation that could make sense out of the nightmare that my life had become. Hello, I'm a journalist, and I have an appointment with Professor Kuryakin.
The professor's waiting for you.
Ya bu mu ya? Birazcık senaryoya baltaladı.
Professor Kuryakin?
Yes?
My name's John Cunningham. We spoke on the phone. I'm a journalist, and I'm gathering information for an article I'm writing about the Mayan religion.
Ah, yes, I've been waiting for you, young man. What paper did you say you write for once again?
I work for a new magazine called History and Culture.
Curious. I've never heard of it. It's curious, but your face seems familiar to me. Have we met somewhere before?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I guess I must have one of those boring faces everybody sees everywhere.
Well then, let's have a go at it. Where would you like to start?
Can you tell me anything about Kueknitlan?
Of course. Come, I'll introduce you. You see before you the ancient Mayan god Quequitlan, the serpent with the two heads. One head sees in this reality, the second in the other world. By opening both mouths, the Mayan oracles could see through the serpent into the other world.
Could you explain this other world?
Oh, the world beyond our own, the kingdom of the gods and the dead. The Mayans believed that human sacrifices allowed them to hear the voices of the deceased and see into the future.
What exactly do we know about these oracles?
Oh, not very much. They were very mysterious. They served as mystic liaisons, allowing man to connect with supernatural forces. If we can believe the ancient texts, the oracles possessed strange powers.
What kind of powers did the oracles possess?
Some passages mention a supernatural life force, permitting the oracle to live for several hundred years.
Tell me, how did the sacrificial ceremony work?
Come, I'll show you. This painting, dating from the 1st century BC, shows a sacrificial ceremony. The victim's agony must have lasted quite some time, the priority being to keep the mouths open as long as possible. The victim was stabbed 3 times, each wound cutting a pulmonary artery leading to the heart.
How did the ritual sacrifice work?
Oh, the oracle must never soil himself with the blood of another. That is why he chooses a sort of proxy, another person in the crowd, totally at random. This person becomes the executor. The oracle takes complete control of the executor, manipulating him from a distance.
What happened to the executor after the sacrifice?
He went mad and committed suicide after accomplishing his part of the ritual.
A Mayan sacrifice. That's what it was.
You aren't a journalist, are you? Who are you?
My name is Lucas Kane. The police are looking for me about a murder that I did not commit, but I was the executor.
You're a murderer?
I'm innocent. I stabbed someone I'd never seen before 3 times, cutting his arteries, just like you described.
Do you mean to say that there is a Mayan oracle still living today? But that's completely impossible.
Have you ever seen this symbol before?
Oh, it's the symbol of Quequitlan. The executors cut this into their own forearms before accomplishing the sacrifice. So, it is true. My God, the Codex was right.
The Codex? What are you talking about, Professor?
You can't stay here. Your picture is in the paper that the security guard is reading. He's sure to recognize you. Come, let's leave here, and I'll tell you all about it.
Thank you for your help, Professor. Professor!
The Codex speaks of the coming of a child, a prophet, the answer to all of life's questions. The Oracle kills to find the child.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. Few men are capable of resisting an oracle. What is there so different about you? The chroma. You have the chroma. So that explains it. How did you ever acquire such a power? No matter. What matters is, the time has come for you to die.
This is some kind of dream, isn't it? You're not really there in front of me, are you?
Reality is a notion that doesn't have any meaning where I come from. We are not really here, and yet you will die here. Believe me, this world is just as real as your own.
Why do I have to die? I pose no threat to you.
The sacrifice has created a link between our souls. Each time that I look through the serpent, you see what I see. The only way to break the link is for one of us to die. Enough talk. Other matters await my attention. We will see each other again. In the other world. Gibin dinna quentaune.
Agatha, but how...
Listen closely, Lucas. Those who employ the Oracle are searching for a little girl. A perfectly pure soul that's never been incarnated. Her coming was foretold by the most ancient prophecy in human history. She's the one you see in your dreams. You must find her before the Oracle does and put her someplace safe. Hurry. There isn't much time and they are already back on your trail.
I must inform you that we are unhappy.
Very unhappy.
He has escaped you again.
First in the museum lots.
A big mistake, the museum lot.
And then in the wave. What's worse, you showed yourself openly to him.
And all for nothing.
It's just... I was unaware of certain factors, my lords.
Which factors?
He possesses the chroma.
That's impossible.
Idiocy!
How could he possess the chroma?
I know not, but it is a certainty that he does. This is how he resisted my psychic attacks and successfully evaded the police.
This could force us to change our plans.
This is serious.
Very serious.
That is not all. Someone has intervened.
What do you mean?
While you were with him in the wave? Yes, my lord. Someone brushed aside all of my attacks on Kane and protected him.
It was not one of ours.
Certainly not.
No. I think it was something else. Its chroma was different.
Another clan?
That's impossible. Only we are left.
We have a rival.
Who searches for the Indigo child as we do.
They must not find the child.
That would be a catastrophe.
A disaster.
Kane is on their side.
Unless they are just using him.
He is the key.
He sees through our eyes.
He must not find the child.
You must deal with this problem.
Definitively. I have already taken measures. He will be definitively dealt with. And soon.
Do not disappoint us.
You may leave us.
The Oracle is in Marcus's church. There's not a moment to lose. I've got to warn him or he's dead. We should wait, Carla. Backup will be here any minute now.
No way. This time I'm gonna get him. The desk guy swore to us that he was in his room, and he's not gonna get away.
I hope that guy didn't screw up when he said he recognized Kane's photo from the papers. He looked so blind he wouldn't recognize his own mother in a phone booth.
We'll find the answer in room 369.
Evet. Bu akşam da bu kadar olsun. Artık yarın vaziyet alırız, yarın tamamlarız. Ya bitti gibi aslında bakarsan bir iki sahnesi kaldı ama uzun bir sahne bekliyor. Bundan sonraki sahne kesintisiz oynamam lazım. Onun için de pek fazla zamanım kalmadı. Bugünlük bu kadar olsun artık. Devamı için yarın akşam yine 10 gibi burada olurum. Bu akşam için benden bu kadar. Paydos. Yarın akşam görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.